That means this guy right here, Michael Cook, is here, and he's ready to tell us about two films. One of them, The Suicide Squad and Annette. I'm assuming they're totally different.
Completely different movies, but in some ways they both have something in common, which I'll get to in just a moment.
Right.
The Suicide Squad is a sequel to Suicide Squad, which came out 4 or 5 years ago. The basic plot line is you have a group of degenerate criminals who are forced by a shadowy government agency to take on a suicide mission, and they're implanted in the back of their skulls a chip that if they don't do what the government says, then their heads blow off. So
wow.
So they of course are sent on a mission to a fictional South American island to take down this secret experiment that this country is doing that involves an alien that could, if it gets out, destroy the world. Of course, that plot sounds kind of crazy, and of course it is. With a movie called The Suicide Squad, there has to be weirdness and craziness all over it. A lot of the stars from the first one are back there. You see Margo Robbie as Harley Quinn. It also has Idris Elba, Joel Kincaid. Sylvester Stallone voices a half-human, half-shark character.
That's Stallone?
Yeah, that's Sylvester Stallone, and does a hilarious job in that character.
What is that thing?
That was the Weasel. That's the Weasel, is literally his name in the movie. So this movie, it's premiered at theaters, or you can watch it at HBO Max. Look, it's very gory, it's very violent, it is rated R. It's a comic book based on comic books, but this is not for kids. Again, this is an adult movie because of language and all those other things that you don't want your kids to see. John Cena, of course, is in it as well. For me, this movie was absolutely fantastic. It was hilarious. It was well made. The special effects were very well done. It was, tightly compact and really used its time and storyline very effectively. I did not like the first one. I thought the first one was just a mess, but this one was just almost perfect in terms of the action-filled comic book superhero genre. All these actors work very well together. I enjoyed their banter. I enjoyed the overall story. So all in all, I thoroughly enjoyed this movie, which is why I give it a 9 out of 10.
And that's a sequel too, and typically on sequels you give a lower number, so if this had been the first, it'd be a 10.
Right, oh, exactly. It's a good point. A lot of times sequels are not as good as the first, but this is the rare exception to the rule. So the next one to talk about is called Annette. This is also opening at theaters this weekend. And I said it had something in common with the first one because both are just kind of weird. And this movie stars Adam Driver and Marion Cotillard. They play a couple. He's a stand-up comic with a penchant for just purposely insulting his audience, and they love him for it. Marion Cotillard is an opera singer. They get together and have just a whirlwind romance, and eventually have a child who, frankly, just not to give anything away, is a puppet that has some kind of magical power, which I won't give away. This is a musical. The music is done by the Sparks
It's the musical
brothers.
too.
It's also a musical, so there's constant singing throughout the film. When Adam Driver and Marion Cotillard sing together, there is a certain charm to those two actors that I thoroughly enjoyed. But I got to tell you, this movie is just weird. I mean, just
it does sound weird.
Absolutely wild and weird. And I think some people will thoroughly enjoy it, and some people will just hate it. For me, I thought at times that they purposely tried to make it, hey, look at us, we're kind of weird, we're kind of quirky, and it was just too much that I just did not really particularly enjoy this movie at all. There were a few scenes that were enjoyable. There's an ending scene that really got me in the gut emotionally, but all in all, I give this film a 6.5 out of 10.
Yeah, that's not very good. 6.5.
Not particularly good. Again, some people may love it. I didn't.
So Adam Driver, a stand-up comedian.
Yes.
Do you see in the movie him kind of doing his craft?
Oh yeah, we see him. He's kind of a self-loathing stand-up comedian who just loves to insult his audience and.
Do you buy it? Does he pull it off?
He pulls it off. Yeah, and he pulls it off. But it's not particularly funny. But you can see the genre that he's going for that some people might like.
I wonder if he could write his own material and start being a stand-up exactly. After his movie career is over.
Start doing some Rodney Dangerfield lines and see if those work.
No respect. No respect. Thanks a lot, Michael.